to the channel. We are back in here. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got a really good video for you guys today. I know I usually focus on Dominican Republic content. That is my expertise, so I do not try to stray away from what I am not incredibly knowledgeable about. The Passport Bros movement is not limited to one country. Whether you decide you want to go visit Colombia, Argentina, Brazil, Thailand, there is a lot of options. This video is going to focus on the darker side of traveling outside of the country. There is a drug that is being used right now when men are traveling to Colombia. It is called scopolamine. In modern times, it has gained notoriety for far more sinister reasons. While the powdered form is tasteless and odorless, scopolamine is a potent drug that can disorient and incapacitate users and lead to frightening hallucinations. What we're seeing now is that a lot of men, especially black men in the Passport Bros community, are choosing to go to Colombia, and they're dealing with this issue of meeting up with women on Tinder, and then the woman is actually going on a date with you, slipping this into your drink, and then you get to a point where you're waking up outside of your apartment with your money gone, no memory of what happened the night before. The biggest difference between Colombia and Dominican Republic is their economy. The economy in Dominican Republic compared to that of Colombia is a huge difference. Not only that, you are in South America. The rules change completely. I have never been to South America before. This is the home place of Pablo Escobar, of the cocaine drug movement in the 80s. This isn't a game. It's not a game. And a lot of guys are getting their lives taken by taking this for granted. I truly do not believe it is the best move to do right now for American men, especially black Americans. There are about 2 to 3 videos that we're going to be watching, and I'm going to separate this over a part 1, part 2, and possibly a part 3. But these videos come from the channel Obiland, and he actually did a full investigation on this entire subject, where he set up cameras and caught the women in the act with the police with him at the same time. I also want to shout out MTR, Mediocre Tutorial Reviews. He is a member of the Manosphere, the Red Pill. Well, I wouldn't say he's Red Pill, but definitely the Manosphere. And you guys should check out his content because I actually found the video from him, and he got the video from O'Shea Jackson, who you all know is a very well-known YouTuber in the travel community. The name of the video is Catching a Scopolamine Queen. There's a part 1, a part 2, and I believe there's a part 3 too, where he starts off by explaining, Senor Rio, who was in Colombia, had went on a date with a woman, or, a date with a woman, and found out later that he had been drugged and robbed, and 2 days later found the same woman on Tinder, and with the help of this YouTuber, they were able to catch the woman trying to do it a second time and get her arrested. At least it doesn't show you what happens afterwards, but we would assume that she got arrested or she at least was fined for this particular thing. I'm also going to be reacting to videos from True Crime with Sunshine. She is also another YouTuber, and she made a few shorts related to the subject, but she is giving her woman's perspective on the Passport Bros movement. So let's get into it, guys. It's going to be a very interesting one. This is very important, and I really hope that this video gets to the right people, and in a situation where you don't know what's going to happen, I hope that this does save some lives. So let's get into it. All right.
In case you're unaware, the Passport Brother movement includes brothers who are going to South America, Chile, different countries to find a more traditional wife. Them women don't want them.
I deserve to have a traditional wife. They want to go be a passport bro. And I'm like, bro, you're fat, you're broke, you don't deserve a traditional wife. You need to level up. Trust me, she's not marrying you for love, she's marrying you for your green card. He's like, well, I want a traditional wife. But therefore, he doesn't even have like a credit score.
These same passport bros are the men who probably tried to hit on me in the US before they realized that we don't like them either.
We all know that when an African American man comes down there, we all communicate with each other, he's a lick.
First of all, True Crime with Sunshine, shout out to your channel. I thought it was very interesting that women still have this disdain for men who are leaving the country. In my opinion, the girl who was on the Whatever podcast, the way she was talking, I don't think that women think like that at all. Like, you're fat, you're bald. I mean, if we were to look at a lot of the situations where Americans are going to the Dominican Republic, they are showing us love. But there is always going to be that girl that guys try to get, that if you weren't in that position, she probably would not be with you. If a woman in Colombia was able to find a Colombian man with the same prospects, the same financial stability that you could give her, she would much rather be with him. You see a lot of men who travel to the Dominican Republic, and whether they be white, black, Asian, Hispanic, don't really matter. But let me focus on a lot of black men. You guys are going down there to have a good time and to meet all the girls, and you're seeing all this stuff on YouTube. That is just the side of YouTube that is showing you the good stuff. I truly do not believe that Colombia is a safe place to travel for a beginner. There are dangers in the Dominican Republic, but most of them you will not see them. It is not a very common thing that you are going to deal with dangers. If you were to go back and look at that video that I made about how I got robbed in the Dominican Republic, the story that I tell is minute versus what is going on in Colombia right now. There is a lot of things happening. I have never been in a situation where I felt like I was going to get drugged or someone was going to rob me for my things. It's just not like that. And especially with the fact of melanin, you just blend in. I've noticed a lot of black men in the Passport Bros movement want to go to these countries and flex and bring tablets and computers and 2 phones and credit cards and watches. Bro, it's not that deep, because it doesn't make you any more attractive. We are going to the Dominican Republic, Colombia, Brazil. We are looking like a walking lick, strictly for the fact that men do not know how to move. There is not enough content on the internet teaching men how to move when you're outside of the country. If a girl asks you what day you flew in, say you flew in a month ago or 2 weeks ago. You want to show that you've been there for a while so that she understands you're not here for a weekend escapade, and she knows that she needs to be a little bit more mindful when she's around you. Most women on Tinder are prostitutes or are trying to finesse you like in a scam. There's another video that explains why I chose Chispa over using Tinder and Dominican Cupid. It really dies down the amount of girls that are on there with scams and who are just trying to play you. In another video, I am going to talk about a website called Skoka. Skoka is very similar to classifieds that you see like on Craigslist, Backpage, something along those lines. And I'm gonna get into if it's safe or if it is pretty much opening your doors to getting scammed.
So while these passport brothers have their nose up in the air talking about how black women are just too this and just too that, and they're going to the Dominican to find a traditional wife, when they get there, they're getting targeted, drugged, and robbed.
I met some chicks from Medellin. Eventually, they drugged us, and guys, they took everything. But I was a valuable lesson, because Obi told me that I should have asked her to take the drink first. They drugged me, that I had to get robbed for all my valuable stuff to see the bigger picture.
Another passport bro getting slipped and dipped in South America. And you guys have the nerve to down our sisters here in North America.
First of all, that lady's cackle was terrifying. Look, she wasn't wrong. I'm just gonna say that. But the reason why I say she wasn't wrong is because of the idiocy that you are taking with you when you are traveling outside of the country and moving like you are back here in the city. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. Hear me again. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. What does that mean? We are Americans, and our privileges that we have for just simply being born here can seem invisible to us, especially when we are outside of the country and not understanding how people live. The dangers that you will face when you are outside of the country are going to come at you in ways that you won't predict. A lot of black men are putting down other black women and making it seem like, going to these other countries is such a paradise. It can be, but the issues that you're experiencing, especially in Colombia, which is a very dangerous country, are simply for the fact that you are going down there and trying to be something that you're not. When you're visiting Cartagena or you're in Medellin and you see these beautiful women just waiting on the street, trying to get your attention, papi, look, they just see you as a dollar sign. And you will notice that a lot of women, especially in South America, whether it be Venezuela, Chile, Argentina, it doesn't matter, they will date an American man, but they'll always have a boyfriend who lives in their country. It is very hard for you to do things like this, to hold these real relationships with these girls, these BBL girls, and these girls who obviously be out in the streets when you're not around, because they have to make money when you're not around. If you're not paying everything, she's not your girl. And there's so many stories of where guys are paying everything and she still has another guy. Never treat these other countries like any different than you would in the United States. Girls all around the world, they're all the same, and you have to be mindful of that. Next video.
And so this is what you came here for, and this is why you clicked on this video. We are about to catch a real-life predator, a scopolamine queen. This is the raw, undiluted video footage.
Hello. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Bien. Hola, amiga.
Hola. ¿Dónde estás?
¿Cómo estás? ¿Tú no acuerdas yo?
¿Ah?
¿Tú no acuerdas? ¿No acuerdas? No. ¿En serio?
En serio.
Oh.
¿Qué?
¿Tú no acuerdas mi teléfono? Es mi teléfono. ¿Tú no acuerdas robar mis cosas? No. Yo tengo todos en Cartagena ahora. Yo tengo un video contigo. Sí, tú también siéntate. ¿Tú no acuerdas eso?
Yo fui con mi amiga.
¿Tú no acuerdas tú en mi casa en Cartagena?
Fui
Dime.
con mi amiga, pero mi amiga.
¿Tú no acuerdas cuánto tú hagas, tú robas todas mis cosas?
No, amor.
Esta es mi cell phone, amiga. Esta es mi celular ahora.
Ese no es tu celular.
Tú sabes que esta es mi celular. Tú sabes que esta es mi celular.
Verifica el email.
¿Cómo te verifica, amor? Amiga,
verifica el email.
Está bien. No, está bien.
Calm down. Tu celular.
Yo no tengo, pero yo lo doy mi celular.
¿Dónde es tu casa? Ahora en tu casa.
Look. She can't even verify it no more because she stole my thing.
Verifica el email.
She knows what she did.
Calla, yo tengo toda tu información.
Yo tengo toda tu información.
¿Entiendes? Yo tengo toda tu información.
Sí.
Soy un gringo tonto.
Yo digo yo vivo acá. Yo acuerdo todos esta noche. Y yo tengo un video contigo también en mi edificio.
Calm down. Tú también.
Bueno, vea, pasa lo siguiente, ustedes lo robaron a ellos en Cartagena.
Sí.
Ponga pues cuidado.
Fue una amiga mía que él.
Yo sé que no me acuerdo yo.
Ponga pues cuidado, vea. Él lo robaron en Cartagena, ¿sí o qué?
Sí.
El man ya les puso el denuncio a ustedes, porque el man no es como la
That's my phone too,
El man
man.
ya le puso la denuncia en el Gaula. El man ya le puso la pestaña en el doble, listo. Entonces ahorita lo vamos por doble.
Pero puedes hacer una cosa.
That's why she can't even use it.
Míreme. Le muestro el video donde salgo yo. Y si salgo yo,
El man tiene videos de Cartagena.
por eso.
El man te...
Ella recuerda, yo. Ella recuerda.
Los contactó usted.
Sí, esta. Tú dices tú con tu amiga.
Te quedaste con mi amiga.
No. No.
Hagamos una cosa. Ya, pies de plata. ¿Qué necesitas?
Tú sabes, mi computadora, todo. 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 Yo quiero todo.
Calm down. Si tú no
Yo
quieres
quiero todo.
y yo olvidar todas estas cosas.
Sí, dame todo cosas. Dime ahora. ¿Esta es mi celular?
Ese no es.
No, la verdad.
mira.
Dime, esta no es mi celular.
Calm down.
Man,
Keep quiet.
Sí.
Keep quiet. Keep quiet. Keep quiet.
Ay.
háblelo así claro. Háblelo así claro. Porque tiene por...
Amor, vea, yo no tengo nada de lo que esa. Mi amiga se quedó con todo lo de él, literal. Vea, yo le puedo.
Espera
si es por
que-
plata, yo le pago.
Entonces, tú no tienes mis cosas. ¿Dónde mi dinero? ¿Dónde mi dinero? ¿Cuánto dinero tienes? Yo quiero 20 millones de pesos.
¿20?
Sí.
¿Y por qué?
Dos computadoras, un iPhone.
No, vale 20 millones de pesos.
Sí.
Eso es mentira. Vea, le voy a.
Amiga, tú sabes, esta mi celular. Esta 10 millones de pesos. Solo eso. Tú robas dos computadoras MacBook.
Pero era. Vea, le voy a decir algo. Amor, y te voy a.
¿Cómo tú? Un iPad. Un iPad.
Sí, amor.
No, es mi plata.
Esa plata es mía.
¿Dónde es mis cosas?
Por
¿Dónde?
eso hablemos. Y yo busco a mi amiga para que.
No. Yo quiero este dinero ahora.
Por eso. Pero yo no te puedo responder por todo lo de ella. amor.
No.
Usted estaba con ella. Hágale pues. Llama el perro para que...
Dime.
No, espera.
No, yo quiero regreso mi celular ahora. Esta es mi celular. Tú sabes. Tú no quieres prisión. Dame mi celular. Dame mi dinero. Dame todos.
Estás llamando desde Cartagena y venís hasta acá.
Yo digo, Shami, cuando yo llame a mi madre en América, yo tengo contacto por número como mi celular. Tú ves, es mi celular.
¿Qué?
Tú sabes, es mi celular. ¿Por qué tú mentes ahora?
Él era igual.
pero tú
no es
sabes.
mismo. Yo se lo doy porque ese
No, tú no
es
tienes
ella.
eso. ¿Dónde mi iPhone 13 Pro Max?
Ese
¿Qué
lo que
otra
ella-
cosa?
ese es
¿Qué
la-
otra cosa es tu papá?
¿Dónde mi computadoras? ¿Dónde mi iPad? ¿Dónde mi cámara? ¿Dónde mi reloj?
Sí, no,
No sé. Dime, no.
Senor Rio.
So, a little context. Señor Rio, Señor Rio, ese mensaje es por ti. Mira, mano, yo entiendo tu situación, lo siento y realmente no quiero ofender, pero, mano, es tu culpa y tu español es un poco horrible, en mi opinión, pero ya. Obi, what he did was he created an account on Tinder, found the girl, and then invited her and a friend to the apartment. But they already had the police waiting for him to arrive, pretty much. So his job, or his informant's job, was just to keep the girls happy, keep them busy until they got there. And that's when you see Senor Rio walk in, and he kind of immediately loses it, which was, in my opinion, which was a little foolish, because look, when I got my phone stolen, the chances of getting it back were already slim. Like, bro, that girl sold my phone for 2 grams of perico. Like, it was too late. Like, yeah, you can call the police and get them arrested, but as far as getting your stuff back, do you think they're really gonna hold on to that stuff for that long? No, the goal is that they need the money. They don't need the items. The girl, like, she was starting to get like, oh shit, like she was scared because she realized like, this is getting pretty big. But she couldn't give any of that stuff back to him. I'm 100% sure that most of it was probably already gone. He was trying to get her to admit that she stole it because she was saying that she didn't steal it. She didn't know who he was, but I mean, bro already had the proof. That's the one thing about trying to steal a phone or devices. Like, we have all of our, like, for example, my tablet and my watch and my phone, it's all connected. So if you steal something, I can see from one of the other devices where it is. Like, you can't get away with stealing devices. Stealing money is one thing, stealing debit cards, but you can always cancel your credit cards. You can always blacklist your devices. So I don't think that you can get away with something like that. It's a little bit more difficult. He paid the police, and that should tell you one thing. In Santo Domingo, when I had my phone stolen, I paid the police to arrest the woman. Now, the reason I did that is because I wanted to get the phone back. But, I mean, if she stole your MacBook, your iPhone, your Samsung, bro, you're not getting it back. I don't care. It's not happening. And I think it was so funny because the girl to the left or whatever, she was like, huh? Like, they knew what they were there doing. They knew what they came there to do, to drug this guy and steal his stuff. And they were so surprised that they got caught. I think that was justice within itself, and he should have just been happy with that. The fact that they tracked these girls on Tinder and led them all the way to come to their apartment was genius in itself, and you should have accepted that, got them arrested, and move on. But the yelling and trying to get your stuff back, it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna finish this in a part 2, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of what's going on, especially in Colombia. The dangers of traveling outside of the country, it's real. And as far as the Passport Bros movement, I want everybody to be safe when you're going. Honestly, for a starter passport bro, start in Dominican Republic, start in Puerto Rico. Like, Puerto Rico is an American territory, so you don't have to worry about a lot of things like that. But when you're gonna go to these countries in South America, understand that their lifestyle is completely different from ours. Their moral obligations are completely different. And when you come from a barrio or a favela, you're not thinking about the moral aspect of your actions. You're thinking about, how am I gonna pay for this? How am I gonna pay for that? Their lifestyle is not like ours, so you can't move the same way that you would in your own country. Guys, we're gonna continue this in the next video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave any comments and subscribe to the channel, guys. We are up. Passport Bros is up. We're getting a lot of views. Every single video I post, there's always something new, and I'm really honored to be having this experience with you guys. So I'll catch you in the next one. All right, guys. Peace.